if you come to Ushuaia, the things that you got to do, there's two main things that people do when they come here, is going to the train at the end of the world, which we did, loved it, highly recommend, and doing the tours. You get on the boat and you go to all those little tiny islands that are south of Ushuaia, that are down there in Tierra del Fuego. You can see sea lions, you can see whales, or you can see penguins like we did today. Today we got to see sea lions and penguins, and these other birds, I forgot what they were called. I'm gonna have to look it up. They were in the pelican family and they look like penguins, but they're not penguins. So we called them, I don't know, we'll look it up. So I was like, oh, fake penguins, so we were calling them penguins. So we saw some penguins and some penguins, but the actual penguins were so cute. They were hopping around, they had a little orange feet. We saw Magellanic penguins and we saw Gentoo penguins. So if you watch, what's that show that we love where he has autism? No, it's not Spectrum. On Netflix, it is no, not Divergent.
I know what show you're talking about, but I love the penguins, but I don't know.
We'll look it up. We'll stick it in there. But if you watch that show, he's always talking about the different types of penguins. So when I heard Gentoo penguins, I was like, oh, that's his favorite type of penguin. They were so beautiful to see.
Patagonia.
Huh?
They only live in Patagonia.
Yeah, well, Patagonia is the furthest north that you can see them. This is the only place you can see them outside of Antarctica. So this is the furthest north that they come. And that was what was the name of the islands? Oh my God. Mavilla, Mastilla, no.
Something like a hammer.
Like
Martilla.
Martilla?
Martilla.
Oh.
Martillo.
Okay, Martillo. I think it was Martillo. It was something like that. And then the way they pronounce this was the Isla Martillo. Oh, no, don't let her get in the mud. Okay. The baby is trying to go into a puddle of mud, as babies do. So what you need to know about coming to Ushuaia is, one, it's remote, so it's hard to get here. You can only get here by flying from El Calafate, Buenos Aires, or Santiago de Chile, only through those three cities. Or you can drive here, take a bus here, which I don't recommend because that's like 18 hours. It's like 18 hours, it's freezing. Don't do that. Just fly. The flights were not that expensive. What is expensive are the excursions. Is that if you want to go out and do this stuff, you can't just hop in a rowboat to go see the penguins yourself. You have to go with one of the tour companies, but you don't have to go with one of the companies that's overcharging you, where they're adding in some extras, or they're like third-party tour companies are chartering the boats. You can go directly to the docks, go to the boats, and just book them straight there for a lot cheaper. For us, it was a little bit less than $100 per person. It was around $100 per person for us to go see the sea lions and the penguins, and then kids under 12 are half that. So Esme was about, she cost about $50. So you may want to do a few different excursions. If you want to do the excursion where you actually get down off of the boat and walk amongst the penguins, that's about $200 per person. We wanted to do that, but they didn't have enough space for us because we're a big old family now. So we couldn't do that, but we did get to see them from the boat, which was great. And the sea lions were amazing to see, reminding me of Finding Dory, of the sea lions, like, Gerald, have you lost your marbles? And like, off, off, off. They were screaming at each other just like that.
Do it. That's right. Mind you don't scuff your bum.
Thank you so much, Gerald.
Welcome to your time on this rock.
Comfortable, isn't it?
They do have Uber, so you don't have to rent a car while you're here. The place is small. You don't need that long to see. You only need 4 days is how much we did. So that's how long I think that you need. And anything else? Good place for families. Esme's gesturing at me. What is it, baby? What is it? Come. What else do you want to say?
I want to tell about how there were a lot of people who did crazy things, like the guy who literally jumped off a train.
The prisoners so some of the stories from the prison. So we talk about that in our video about the train. We talk about the prisoners because the prisoners built the train, and they gave some really interesting stories about some of the crimes that people committed, which were kind of crazy. So that's interesting to know about Ushuaia. It's a penal colony that was famous because of its prison. They used to just ship all the worst offenders. This was a place for repeat offenders only. So they would take the worst of the worst and send them here to the end of the world, just exile you to Antarctica, basically. The other thing that's important to know, I thought that we would be able to just kind of take a trip to Antarctica. I thought there would be like a little day trip that you could take. There is not. It takes 48 hours to get from here to Antarctica. So even though we are the furthest south and we're the closest to Antarctica for anywhere in the world, it's still 48 hours to get there, and you can only get there by ship. There are no flights, and only large ship, like a cruise ship or a big like scientific ocean liner. So you can only take those kind of boats. It's 48 hours, and I looked at it online last night to kind of just to see. It's running $5,000 to $7,000 per person. So you gotta, and it's usually like 11-day cruises. So that's a whole trip unto itself, and that's when you got it like that. And I don't got it like that. But for those who do, you can go to Antarctica. But we were able to see penguins right here, and it was great. We got to do everything we wanted to do. We got to see everything we wanted to see. And this place is also really famous for its gigantic king crabs, you know, like Deadliest Catch style, the big, humongous, like spiky ones that are like 5 pounds each. They're available at a lot of the restaurants here. They're about $100 each, and they don't come with butter or seasoning. No potatoes, no corn, no sausage, just the crab, just steamed. So that's a choice. So there is that. But if that's what you like, you can come here and have it. So definitely it's a great bucket list trip. Come here, close to Antarctica, come to the southernmost point and say that you did it. We never thought that we would come to a place this far away. We did it, we're here, and I'm really glad that we did. It's a place, I definitely recommend it. It's a place for us to come to. Like, subscribe, follow for more adventures. From here, there's only one direction to go from here, which is north. So we're heading north from here, and then we may be changing course and going somewhere new. Like and subscribe. Thanks so much, Sazoneros. Bye.